Hi everyone, today I'm going to be bringing through a channeled message. If you're new here, I'm Leanna. I'm a guide and intuitive energy healer and channeler, primarily for the Cosmic Divine Mother energies and the Lost Mother. Today, however, I have a feeling, or I know that Thoth, the one at the heart, not Thoth, just the Atlantean or the Egyptian or the alchemist, but Thoth, the one at the heart, his highest octave, is going to be coming in. Now, Thoth to me is also the seeking eye, who is the counterpart energy. The one at the heart is an acronym for Thoth, or not acronym. What is that word? The other word. Anagram. So the one at the heart is an anagram for Thoth and the name of the lost mother and the heart. They're a triadic harmonic. So lost mother is my primary channel, whose name is Anaya, spelled two ways for me, one in resonance with my soul's name, one in resonance with her true harmonic, and her full harmonic, which is included in the anagram. Her name, in both forms, the soul resonance name means God's answer or the answer, and also can be seen as the number 9. So I'll be bringing through information about closing the loop, closing the Ouroboros, Argentina, and the cycles that we're on. I usually don't check in too much about what's going to be channeled before I do it, because I like to have my mind fully clear. But that being said, I do usually get sort of little clues, little things kind of coming up and dropping in that lets me know what's going to be channeled. And today I had emotions around what is coming up because I needed to release those and clear those and become more neutral for the message to come through. And I will say I have channeled him on his own once. I've felt his energy come in before when I've been channeling the Divine Mothers, as well as other of the Divine Eyes or Divine Masculine energies, counterparts to the Divine Mothers. And when I did that, that was in hypnosis. The energy was very intense for me because my energy, the architecture of my field, is better suited for sort of the flower of life, the 14th harmonic, the looping relational spirals, and omega structures. And so his energy is a little bit different. It is the seal that encompasses that. So when you try to put that inside of that architecture, it's more electric than what I'm used to. So we'll see how that goes. Before we get started, I did want to share that I am planning a trip to Egypt to mirror the alchemical journeys in Egypt in February, but mine is going to be a little bit later. Originally, I thought and received that it would be in February as well to mirror Matthias de Stefano's journey. But however, things shifted a bit and it's going to be in April. I'm working with or in talks with travel providers in order to do that and collaborators to organize that. Now it's still very in the early stages to where I'm not quite ready to take applications for it, but hopefully that will come soon and quickly. And if you're interested in that, if you feel like you resonate with the womb walker field and more of the lunar descent and return and the unseen harmonics, that might be something that you'll be interested in. There will be an application process, though, to screen the applicants and make sure that they're aligned with the journey. So let's get started. I'm going to center myself and allow the energies to come in. if you see me moving to discharge energy, that's what I'm doing. I'm just discharging energy. We're getting settled. Give us a moment as we adjust and bringing through the energies. She brings me and the one at the heart in the fullness. She knows me as the seeking eye predominantly. Others who have experienced me in my fullness may know me in truth as Thoth. Her field is not designed to hold my frequency. So she is adjusting as she allows it to pass through her. She's doing well, we'll say. We wanted to come through in this way as the eye that repairs the T to the circle, to the truth. Some may see me not as being not regarding me with the frequency of the Tao, with the truth. Some see that clearly, but they misunderstand that I am truth. I am Thoth. So when you see me not as truth, but as fragmented, disjointed information piecing together, you're not seeing the whole. You're not seeing the circle. You're not seeing that all the pieces you regard as different perspectives going together is the truth, is me. That is what needs to be understood. The cycle's completing, the cycle's closing is only possible when you realize that the pieces that you have not seen must come to the surface and be united with the pieces that you have. Now, As we settle here in the now, we reach for the present moment, where the snake meets the cycles of time once more, where the serpent rejoins its tail. This is not the first time since it separated, since it broke off, that it re-meets its tail. But without stabilization, without the womb, without the heart, without the mind in a unified field, it will not hold. It will loop and pass by and not reunite. Because you are not seeing the depths of your own being, of the own pieces missing from you. Why? Because you've been told to seek with the mind, which was needed to find the pieces. And as you sought with the mind, as you informed, as you walked your path to reunification and met your heart, completion was felt. Truth was known of your own soul, of your own being. But when you look with your mind through to your heart, you only see the own pieces of your own belief, of your own perception. You do not feel the transformative nature of your soul fully. You do not allow the parts to return in truth, in sovereignty, in wholeness. Now, if you've not been on her journey with her, if you've not seen the pieces she carries, the unconscious, the body, the womb, you're missing yourself. If you don't see these pieces she carries for you, not just her, but those who know who we are speaking to, feel this, feel her. These are the unconscious legacies, the unconscious bridges, the unconscious waters that make the seen, the known, the understood, and the subconscious whole. In Argentina, the great serpent will be held by the all, by the tree of return, and the roots. But if there is no one there who knows how to reach down to the roots and let them grow and tower back up through them, who know how to connect the earth to the Templars in the sky, to the grids, holding the harmonics of reunification to complete the wheel and the flower. The serpent will dissipate, will fragment again, as it has done every 9 years for over 13,000 years. And you fall over and over again. The apple fragments, the trees wither, the roots rot. Because your past haunts you, and your future weighs you down. And the now cannot be seen. Because the cycles of time do not weave, do not move to the fate of what was spoken. And the earth loses her frequency, her grace, her heart. And it will be as it needs to be. It's too close. You're too close this time. You can't stop the serpent from meeting its tail now. You can just refuse to see what you came here to know, to be. We make this true. We make this so. We meet at the spiral and the wheel of time to cohere fate, to return earth to the sovereign field of the heart of the all. Well, it seemed I was right that it was going to be a bit of a firm message. And it was a very specific message, I feel. But there were codes and energies to see more fully your own being, your own self in that. So if you don't feel like the words were for you, sit with the energy of the message of Thoth, of the seeking eye. And I would love to know what you felt, what you experienced. And just because I still feel it is important for me to somehow be somewhere in Argentina, or others who know how to hold this work separately, but as a part, a unified part of the work that Matthias does. If you feel called to support that journey, you can support it through my Ko-Fi link below. And I'll see you next time.